Hey Taurus, it's Kay from Kay Loves Tarot. Let's do your monthlies for this month then, you guys. I've got my vice versa tarot here. Let's get stuck in. I'm just going to shuffle a couple of times and then show you what comes out. I'm going to do week by week spreads for you guys. We'll do it like that. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising for September 2018. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising for September 2018. Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Let's just fall out. Temperance. We're looking at the first week of September, you guys. Second week, I'm just going to sort of lay cards individually. 4 piles for over the next 4 weeks. 3 of Pentacles out there. I'll pop them all out and then I'll hold them up for you guys so we can better understand sort of what's going on here, okay? I've got them all out, just a bit easier that way. Taurus. September love energies. Taurus. Love energies for Taurus for September 2018. Love energies for Taurus. Love energies for Taurus. Okay, you guys, there's a lot of fire energy going on here. So if any of you are involved with any fire signs, got Temperance here, so could be looking at I've got the Queen of Wands as well, so we could be looking at Leos or Sagittarius. Got the wedding card there. Taurus, getting to know each other. Taurus, one's just flew out there, I'll grab it in a minute. Week 3 attraction and into week 4 deception. Oof, be careful this month, you guys. Right. Okay, here's the sort of stack that I've got for the first week of September. So we've got the wedding card, we've got Temperance, the Chariot reversed, and the 8 of Swords. I think you guys are afraid of your feelings. Put quite simply. I mean, for some of you, this could be someone who is married or who is recently divorced or has recently come out of a long-term relationship. That could be you. And I've kind of got, as a result of that, maybe we're afraid of how we feel about someone. That's kind of how that looks to me. Unless you're actually seeing somebody who is married and you are afraid to say how you feel to this person. Either you're married or they are, or you've just come out of a marriage or they have. This is like being petrified of your feelings. You got that to contend with in the first week, Taurus. Coming into the second week, we've got 3 and 4 of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. And I've also got getting to know each other. So you could be trying to get to know whoever this person is. Maybe they're a fire sign. Thing is, with the 3 of Pentacles, I see some of you needing to learn some lessons in order to sort of resolve that situation. Maybe there's still lessons to be learned from someone from your past. Maybe, you know, we've got the Miser card here with the 4 of Pentacles. Maybe you are hanging on to someone. Maybe you don't even realise it. Who knows? I do think, though, for some of you, if you are either involved with some sort of marriage or divorce, or you're involved with someone who is, you know, marriage or divorce, and you're trying to get to know this person, kind of want to say you're hanging on to bad habits. Some of you could be recently divorced and trying to move into a new relationship with someone that you're getting to know, but you're taking bad habits into it with you, which may have ultimately played a part in a marriage breaking apart. I'm just saying. Coming into the 3rd week of September, I've got the attraction card with the World, the 5 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. Put it like this: the pity party's over. Taurus, if a marriage or a long-term relationship of some sort has to run its course, or has already run its course, by the 3rd week in September, the woe is me attitude is going to end as well. It's going to have to, in order for you to move forward. Because here we're sort of looking to the future and where we can go with this. Some people see the 3 of Wands as waiting for your ships to come in. Again, I use the images in the cards, and this to me just feels like looking forward instead of looking backward. And like I said to you before, this just feels like the pity party's over. Any sort of bad vibes from a long-term relationship or a marriage breaking up, this is finally coming to terms with that. And the attraction card, this is actually feeling better about yourself, feeling attractive again and ready to sort of continue off into the world. But at the same time, obviously, I have to revert back to week 2. There are still some bad habits that you're clinging on to that could do with being rid of before we start getting to know anyone new, you know what I mean? And I think that to see the World in the 3rd week, after we've seen this in the 2nd, is actually not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing. You know, the World does signify any cycles, anything that's been holding you back, you know what I mean? That journey coming to an end. And it's actually in a very positive way as well. So you're going to find a lot of changes and a lot of endings bringing about changes in the 3rd week of September. But like I say, as far as your love life's concerned, I think some of you really do need that. I really do. I'm a little bit concerned about the 4th week because I've got the deception card here, 2 of Wands. I've got the Knight of Wands and the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords really is like you got to walk away from a losing battle. You know, choose your battles wisely, in other words. And if you ain't winning it, don't battle it, don't fight it. Just walk away from it. To do with someone deceiving you, maybe this previous accusations or something where maybe someone thought that you were deceiving them, or vice versa. Hey Esther, or you know, you thought they were deceiving you. And I just don't think we've got a valid answer coming out. Basically, all throughout the month of September, for some, it might be for like a handful of you. I really don't feel like these energies are overly general, if I'm perfectly honest. And this whole spread seems like throughout the month, I'm looking at some sort of a breakdown in a very long-term marriage, commitment, long-term relationship. And we're trying to sort of, it's possible separation stage. Someone's trying to get to know new people, trying to get over it. But here we just keep hitting a brick wall. Maybe someone's just craving closure from an ex and they're not getting it. Hence the deception card. You know, it might be someone's not so much deceiving, but just not being straightforward about the way reality really was. You know what I mean? Hey, Denise. I'm good, thank you. But, you know, like I said before, this is sort of throughout the month of September, learning to move on after a long-term breakup or long-term relationship, learning to move on, learning to get to know new people, but still a little bit paranoid because we never really know where we stood with an ex or fully understood why it ended. And I kind of feel like for some of you, the 2 of Wands really is the answer. Again, you know, with the Knight of Wands, I've got inconsistency. We're neither here nor there. You know, backwards and forwards vibe with that. 1 minute we're okay, we're moving forward. The next minute we're paranoid about the past. You know what I mean? And I think that the 2 of Wands is your answer, really, because it's not on this card, but it is on the Rider-Waite. on the ride away, one, and it's got the same message in both cards. One rod is bolted to the wall and the other one's in the guy's hand, free to be moved around. And the message is still quite simple. You've got two options. You either choose your freedom and your liberty, or you choose to remain stuck as fuck. You know what I mean? And it's, you know, okay, if this relationship's over and you've got no choice but to move on now and holding on, or continuously being paranoid because you never knew where you fully stood with someone from your past, or you never really understood why a relationship had to end. You know, if you've gone a certain amount of time being paranoid over that and constantly worrying over that, and it ain't served you before, what on earth do you makes you think it's going to keep serving you in the future? It's not. It's only going to stunt your emotional growth. It's only going to stunt you from actually enjoying someone else's company in the future. You know, because if you don't get a grip on those kind of insecurities now, you're constantly going to think anyone new is the same. And unfortunately, as humans, we do have a tendency to compare people to who we've been with before, whether that be for good or bad reasons. And, you know, but the only difference is when you're comparing them for bad reasons, people tend to take offense to that shit and not want to stick around. Just saying, FYI. Take this month, Taurus, as a window of opportunity. And it's simply a case of you either shut up and move on, or you stay stuck in this bubble. You know, possible failing new relationships. Because we still are carrying baggage from the past and taking it into new relationships. The key to this whole thing is to let it go. You know, but at the same time, this completely is up to you to decide which way you want to go. Sure, you can stay stuck in your own little bubble, in your comfort zone. Even if it is a paranoid one. Sure, you can do that. But at the same time, does the idea of meeting someone, not worrying about them, not getting too upset when they don't reply to a text within an hour, you know, not getting too irate with them, not putting pressure on them, not putting pressure on yourself, and it actually progressing because you're actually able to get to know each other and just enjoy each other's company. Does that not sound more appealing than starting off any kind of a relationship with no but paranoia on your head? I know what I'd rather do, but I know Taurians can be extremely set in their ways, and I think that this should be real. If you find yourself in that position, this really should be a reality check. You either start changing things now to see how it improves, or just out of pure curiosity, try a different approach, or crack on and done what you've always done and let me know how that works out for you. Because if it ain't worked out for you up to press, what's going to, you know, it's not going to work out in the future, is it? If there's baggage it needs fixing before you get in a relationship, you can't enter into a relationship and expect someone to fix you. It doesn't work like that. You're putting too much pressure on someone new to fill a hole that you should already be filling yourself. And that's why new budding relationships fail most often, is because someone who is, shall we say, what, I don't know, I don't want to say damaged goods, but I kind of do. You know what I mean? Like, has baggage, has insecurities, has paranoia, and that shit. You know, meeting someone who's actually quite happy within themselves. I know for one, if I was dating someone and they were a hot, paranoid mess, would I fuck want to entertain them anymore? And I'm sure if you asked yourself, if you put yourself in their shoes, you wouldn't want to either. You know what I mean? So I'm just FYI. I'm not having a go, and I love you all. You know, if I didn't care, I'd just tell you what the cards mean, and then I'd fuck off. I ain't going to do that, obviously, because some of you are definitely watching this thinking, shit, yeah, I'm trying to date and it's not fucking working. The onus might be on you to change a few things. That's all I'm saying. I'll leave it there. But listen, I'm full of great advice, and so are my tarot cards, and so are my spirit guides, Thomas and Angela. If you guys need any further help, if you've got specific problems that you might want a little bit of, you know, a nudge in the right direction with, or you just want to see what's coming in for you regarding your love life, feel free to email me to book in for a reading. I've got a special offer on. I've got a little bit of time tonight, and I've also got some time tomorrow. And like I said, I've got this special offer on at the minute. I'm knocking a £5 off of the 30 minutes. So it's going from £25 to £20. If you want to book in for one of those, feel free to email me. Don't forget, you don't want to break the bank. I do also have a 1-question reading for just £5, which is roughly about $7 to $8. So, you know, if you want one of those, again, my email comes up as soon as the stream hits YouTube. In the meantime, you guys, I'm going to shoot, and I wish you a fabulous month, September. Take care and bye for now.